Hey ladies, welcome back to my mini series. This is episode 2 of 4. Now we just got off of doing the perfect base for mature skin. So right now I have on my base, we did a little bit of some glowy technique that I shared with you in that first class. And now we're going to go into reviving the cheeks and color for mature women. This is really, really important because we lose color as we age. Maybe we are going gray, or maybe we changed our hair color to be a little bit lighter. Our third episode after this is going to be brows and lashes that frame without aging you. And then our last episode is going to be ageless lips, volume and definition without fillers. I hope you join me for this incredible mini series teaching you how, as a mature woman, to feel confident and to know how to apply your makeup. Ladies, are you ready? Let's get this beauty started. So you might be thinking, why does blush really matter? It's just another step, Nicole. I don't really want to do all these steps. When we age, we are losing color. We lose color in our lips. We lose color in our skin. We want to bring back that healthy glow. So blush is really important. That's one of the biggest things that I teach on my Fierce Aging series, which is a playlist on my YouTube. I've done it for 7 years now. Women from all over the world come on my channel, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and share their beauty with you, share their struggles, share their triumphs. And we really just create this beautiful look. We enhance their beauty. We do not cover it up. And you'll see when I get to, it's the most exciting part is when I get to the complexion, for me at least, and I add that beautiful color to their cheeks. I give them some sculpting. It really just makes their look come alive. And you'll see that if you look at this series. It's just really incredible. So you have a lot of different options. Like, what are the best formulations, right? A lot of different options with powders and with creams. Not everyone is created equal. So you really have to find out what works for your skin and the look that you're going for. Now, I have on a BB cream on this side and I have a serum foundation on this side. You can see how just beautiful and natural it looks. Not heavy, not greasy, not masking my skin. So that's what I just taught you in the last class. Now we did do a little, this is the maximizer from Dior. And then this side was their, I think it's called Star Filter. So it's just a little bit less. You're still going to get that radiance, but this maximizer, obviously, as you can see, is quite, I did a little, I did do 2 little stamps of it, which comes in this big doe foot. You know how I feel about big doe foots, but I did 2. And I always remember I only can do 1 because it's a lot. A little bit goes a long way. This is a really beautiful product that we are starting with right now. We're going to add color to the cheeks. Now, the next episode, we're going to do brows and eyes. So it's all going to come together. I'm actually kind of working backwards because I always do my eyes first, not into this little series that I'm doing for our masterclass. So what you could do is you have different formulations and it's going to be up to you. Do you want to do a powder foundation? Is that something that really makes you feel good and confident? You can go into powders. I like to give you 3 options in my compacts. So you have, this is called Info Bloom. Really beautiful. You get these plums. You get to be your own artist if you want to. You can use 1. You can use all 3, mix them together. You can do a Ballerina Rose, which is really nice in the powder formulations. Really, really pretty. If you like a subtle cheek, if you want something just really, really just natural, this is a really great way to go. You can do Afterglow. Maybe you like more of a warmer color into the corals. You can do something like this. I also have for you that you could do an all cream palette if you want to. This is called Classic Beach Glow. And I used to formulate this all powders, but I knew that you would like to have an all cream palette. So this is a really wonderful way to have a highlighter, a blush, and a bronzer. So this is a really nice palette. I use it all the time. I just think it just kind of melts into the skin. It makes you look really radiant, just enough color. This is like almost like a universal blush in the middle. It's very, very pretty. And then if you feel like, you know what, I kind of want to have like the best of both worlds. I have the cream blush sticks that are almost like a cream to powder. So it's going to be a different kind of finish than if you were using this palette here, which is the Classic Beach Glow. This is really nice to have a petally pink, which is St. Bart's. You can go into a nice apricot color. That's called Palm Beach. And then you could go into a berry color. That's called Paris. So we'll experiment with a couple different ones. You can also layer if you want to. If you want to have longer staying power, you can also do that. I only have 2 cheeks, so we will have to be very strategic with how I'm able to show you as much as I can. And then you can do a bronzer. We have Coconut Row, which is a bronzer stick also about bronzing. So I might show you what happens, like if you put the blush a little too low or the bronzer too low. I'll do my cheek here like I normally do and kind of give you some options. I will show you, let me just do a little swatch so you can see. I can work it in a little bit. I think and let me put them down here and then I can take them off so it'll be easier. So this is going to be your St. Bart's. So you can see a very nice petally pink. You could go into more of that apricot color. This is going to be warmer for you if you wanted to do Palm Beach, just like that. And then you have Paris. This is going to be a berry color. This is really beautiful. If you don't want to have it that strong, you could always mix it with St. Bart's. It's a really beautiful combo together. But again, they sheer out very nicely. It's like that cream to powder. So it just depends on what you're looking for. Let's do a little swatch at the same time of the Coconut Row. So then you have Coconut Row. If you wanted to sculpt, if you wanted to give yourself a little definition and be very easy in a stick, you can do that also. So what I'm going to do is, let me just take this off a second so we can start with the blush. So what I think I'm going to do is, I'm going to use the Ballerina Rose, which is going to be the powder compact on this side. And I'm going to just show you how color will bring my face to life, because there is nothing on my face right now. No eyes. I still have the pigmentation on my eyes. We haven't done that yet. We have a beautiful complexion with just a little bit of a highlight right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my angled blush brush. This comes out of my Essential Makeup Brush Kit. What I like to do is I'm going to take this color here, which is more of the darker color. I'm going to mix it with the neutral, just like this, go back and forth so I can see how much is on my brush. And then I smile. This is how I do it. It might be different for you. Maybe you like to bring it up higher. I like to do it where if I was running and I was going to flush a little bit, I would have it here coming up. So what I do is, I gotta just make sure I don't have too much on. What I do is I just sweep it across and then I come up. So it's just like this. I sweep across and I bring it up. So I don't want to bring down my face. I want it to really look just fresh. And then once I feel that I don't have too much on the brush, I can start really kind of working it in. I'm going over that little highlight that I had on my skin. Now, if I think I need a little bit more, if I want a little pop, I'll go into the brightest color in the middle, take a little bit of that, and I will pop it just like this. So I have that really pretty color coming out. So I have dimension. So I have mixed them, and that's why I really like that you have 3 different options. You don't have just one little blush compact and you feel like you're stuck. Like, how do you make range with that? You really can't. So you have lots of different range when you have 3. Again, mix them all together. Use one if you want to. Use this one as more of like a contour, depending on. So you can do that with all 3 different palettes in those different colors. Now, you're going to see if we did cream palette. So I could use this bronzer. I can use this blush together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a flat foundation brush. I press it in. I just go like this to the blush. I'm going to do the same thing on this here. Now, granted, I have a lot more of that kind of that maximizer on my skin. But what I do is I smile just like this. I press it in and then I'm going to work it up. Now this also has its own really beautiful radiance, as you can see. I go right on my cheek and then I bring it up. So I have this area here available for my bronzer, but I want to still work this in. You can use your finger if you feel like that's going to really nicely melt it in. It looks like one skin when you put it on. Even with the powder, this is just giving you color. It's not giving you weight. It's very nicely, finely milled. It is gluten-free, talc-free. You're getting a really beautiful, seamless look to the skin. It's not getting it separated. It's not going on splotchy. It's a really nice, you can build it up if you want to, but it's a really nice formula. So you're going to see if you want that more radiant look or that dewy look, you can get that. If you want it to be a little bit more on that matte side, you're going to go with the powder. So you can just work it like this. Then I just take the tip and I go into the bronzer because I can use the same brush. I will go to the base of my, right here, I'm going to go to the base of my cheekbone. If you are nervous about not knowing where to go, just use your ear as a guide. You go from the tip of your ear, take your brush, tip of your ear, and go straight down. Do you see how I got it right where I should? Because that's according to my bone structure. So when you're in the mirror and you're thinking, I don't know where to put it, it's going to be too low, it's going to look too much, go to the top of your ear, straight down. I like to have a little guide like this with my brush. It's kind of like a little ruler, if you will. So that's where I put my bronzer, and then I work it up. So I wanted to really define my cheek, but I don't want to darken down here. I want to keep it up. I want to sculpt. I think that we really want to kind of create that dimension as we're aging. We really want to have those cheekbones. So this is a way to get that. Now on the other side, you can say, well, maybe I'll take my coconut roe, and it's going to be more of a cream to a powder. So that might really work well. Again, it's going to be straight from your ear coming down. I'm going to do a little bit here. I don't do a lot. I want to see where I am, and then I will work it up. This is a beautiful way to incorporate that bronzer into your powder blush because you're going to get a really nice finish, and it's going to be matching with this powder. A really nice option for you too, that's going to add color to the face, is my creme brulee. This is a bronzer hybrid. So if you're afraid to go in with coconut roe and you say, oh my gosh, I don't know if I could use a bronzing stick, or you're like, well, this is easier for me with the cream bronzer, but what happens if I wanted to do it all over my face and really warm up the skin? You can do that with the creme brulee. That's how I designed it. So it basically reminds me of creme brulee, like the dessert. So you have this really beautiful swirl. This is made in Italy. Again, talc-free, gluten-free. I use my angled blush brush. I just swirl it like this. And this is how I really like to, now that I have the blush on, I'm adding color to my skin, not over the top. Add more if you feel that you need that, and it kind of goes down throughout the day, but you'll find that these colors do stay on you. I will take my creme brulee and I will go around, like hit the jawline, because I want it to be subtle, but I also want to contour. I just don't want it to be too strong. So the creme brulee gives me that option. I bring it down on my neck, and I really get a very beautiful finish. This has shea butter in it also, so you're going to get that hydration to the skin. It's not going to dull down the skin. You can use this if you want to in this area where your bronzer would be. I wouldn't do it over the cream part because that's really, I want to keep this like that very radiant, kind of like dewy look, but this is a different look over on this side. And you can see very natural still, just giving you warmth to the skin, but not overwhelming the skin. So you have the option of using brushes if you want to. You have the option of using your fingers. I don't suggest using sponges. I don't like the finish that they give. So I would prefer to be going in with a brush, whether it's your angled blush brush, you're going in with your flat foundation brush, or you're using your fingers. I think that you get really much better application than using sponges. I feel like they pull too much product away from the skin. I feel like it starts to kind of like get diluted a little bit too much, and it's not staying where you really want to. You're taking away. So with brushes and your fingers, it's a better control, in my opinion. But that's basically how we're adding color to the skin as a mature woman. We have options of powders depending on your preference, creams, lots of different placement depending on what you want. Don't be afraid of bronzers. You know the little trick where you're supposed to put it. You're never going to fail if you do it that way. Warm up the skin, but don't be afraid to add color because that is going to make you look healthy, radiant, and really feel confident as you're aging. You're not losing, you're not disappearing, you're not turning into one color. You're bringing that color out on your cheeks and you're really looking healthy. So that is the segment today. I hope you really enjoyed this. If you like these kind of mini series, leave a comment below. Share it with a mature friend. She might need help with her blush. She might be so confused on what should she use, a powder, a cream, how do I use the bronzer? These are just little mini takeaways, bite-sized beauty tutorials for you to be able to learn yourself, share with your friend, talk about it together, and really start trying these techniques and application techniques. I hope that you really enjoyed this. Until my next episode in this series, I'll see you later.